Costa Rica is a small Central American country bordered by the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean Sea. This privileged geographical location allows for spectacular biodiversity.
Costa Rica is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. It is popularly known for their beaches, volcanoes, and rainforests. The people who live there are known as Ticos or Ticas and live by the saying Pura Vida, which means pure life. Costa Rica is the third smallest country in Central America. It is slightly smaller than West Virginia. Its capital is San Jose. Costa Rica's flag was recently modified in 1998 and it features 5 horizontal colors of red, white, and blue. Costa Rica's history all began back in 1502, when Christopher Columbus arrived in Costa Rica on his 4th and final voyage to the Americas. Before Costa Rica had become its own country, it had to fight some challenges, which included fighting for its own freedom against Mexico. Spain first had control over the area of Costa Rica up until Mexico set off a war of independence, which gained their freedom over the land. But shortly after the war, Spain left Mexico and became their own independent country. A recent event that had just occurred in Costa Rica was the first female president was elected in 2010, Laura Chinchilla. This is huge for the country and outside of it, as for the United States have not even had a female president yet. Costa Rica is not just known for its size and history, but inside this beautiful country are some of the most interesting places you will ever see. The Arenal volcano is 1,670 meters high and is one of the most active volcanoes in the world. With its perfect conical form, it offers a beautiful sight of red glowing lava which flows down its slopes. The Poyas volcano is 2,708 meters high and a very active, unusual volcano in Costa Rica. Inside the volcano, it includes the Laguna Caliente, which is a lake filled with acid sulfate chloride brine of light green color. As a result of the Laguna Caliente, beautiful flowers are sprouted along the volcano, which makes it an elfin forest. Rainforests are a big sight for Costa Rica, but recently they are being torn down due to pollution. Today, one of Costa Rica's top concerns is keeping rainforests and other landmarks clean and healthy. One of the biggest concerns in Costa Rica currently is human trafficking. To avoid such issues, people are creating safe places. Though there are many other sites and landmarks that are important to this country, religion is extremely important to all Ticos living in Costa Rica. Spanish is the official language spoken by Ticos and Ticas in Costa Rica, although English is spoken throughout the country as well. 76.3% of the population identify themselves as the Roman Catholic religion, while 13.7% identify themselves as Protestants, and 3.2% claim no religious affiliation. With religion comes the numerous amounts of traditions Costa Rica follows on a daily basis. These traditions include Holy Week, Christmas, August 2nd, baptisms, First Communions, confirmations, engagement parties, and weddings and funerals. Most of the traditions in Costa Rica come from the Catholic religion, since a majority of the people practice that religion. These traditions are practiced from birth until death. Semana Santa is an example of the many traditions during Holy Week. Mothers in the household use a sweet squash-like filling to create empanadas and other pastries. Then on Christmas Day, families get together and create an assembly line to prepare for meals. Despite having yearly traditions, Ticos also have traditions in which they use every day. If one is friendly enough with a person, they will often greet each other with a friendly kiss on the cheek. Costa Rica, for the most part, is a democratic rule and is a republic organized under the Constitution. Their political structure is the same as ours, including a judicial, legislative, and executive branch. The country also has a president and a vice president, which is elected every 4 years. The economy of Costa Rica was originally based on the production of tropical agriculture commodities for export. The main industries are tourism, agriculture, and electronic exports. The country has a reputation for being one of the most stable and democratic countries in Latin America. Costa Rica contains a solid relationship with most of the countries surrounding it, especially countries within Central America. Although Costa Rica really only makes up 0.3% of the world, the luxurious sights and landmarks are not something anyone would want to pass up on.
I rediscover myself by searching within. I find myself in what is vital, in what is true. I rediscover what is important. I am green. I am happiness. I am solidarity. I am talent. I am innovation. I am quality. I am diversity. I am concentration. I am essential Costa Rica.